Welcome to the Balanced Flux podcast. I'm Tenny McLeod, and these are my takes on cultivating mental health, enhancing personal productivity, thereby living a balanced life. I hope that you'll be inspired to expand the quality of your life and in turn, empower others along the way. Expect new episodes on Sundays at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. And remember that you can always get more information on the website at balancedflux.com. So join me now and every week on this inspiring and fulfilling journey through the Balanced Flux podcast. Have you ever noticed how the sting of losing, say, some cash, feels way worse than the joy of suddenly finding the same amount stashed somewhere you least expected? That's not just you being, well, a bit dramatic. It's actually a sneaky little quirk called loss aversion bias. Essentially, it means you're hardwired to feel the pain of a loss much more intensely than the pleasure of an equivalent gain. Think of it like this. Your brain has an internal alarm system that's super sensitive to anything that even hints at a threat or loss, no matter how small it may be. This better safe than sorry approach might lead you to avoid perfectly reasonable risks, like trying a new route to work, even if it could save you some time. Now, loss aversion bias doesn't necessarily just have to be about money. In fact, it can pop up in many areas of your life, from stubbornly sticking with a cracked and outdated phone to playing it safe in your career, even if you're secretly yearning for a change. You might even find yourself endlessly comparing your path to others, constantly second-guessing yourself, and feeling like you're missing out on something better. But here's the good news. Even though loss aversion is deeply rooted in your brain, it doesn't have to rule your life. By simply becoming aware of it, you can start to loosen its grip and make smarter choices. Instead of fixating on what you might lose, try flipping the script and focusing on the potential gains. Imagine the exciting new doors that could open if you were just a bit bolder. Of course, liberating yourself from this bias can be like trying to break free from an old, rusty anchor that's been weighing you down. But with a bit of effort and the right techniques, you can definitely learn to manage it. One helpful approach is to actively seek out opportunities to take small, calculated risks where the potential downsides are minimal, but the potential upsides are significant. This could be anything from negotiating a small raise to volunteering for a new project at work. Every time you successfully navigate a calculated risk, you chip away at the grip of loss aversion and build your confidence for bigger leaps in the future. Another game changer is to reframe how you view setbacks. Instead of seeing them as crushing defeats, think of them as valuable learning experiences. After all, some of the most successful people out there have stumbled and failed countless times before hitting the jackpot. And their secret? They didn't let the fear of loss hold them back from trying again. Now, perhaps you're wondering what tangible benefits await you on the other side of this loss aversion hurdle. Well, for starters, you'll become a much savvier decision maker. Instead of letting fear cloud your judgment, you'll be able to weigh your options more objectively and make choices that truly align with your goals. Moreover, you'll open yourself up to a world of opportunities that were previously hidden behind a wall of fear. Think of exciting new career paths, enriching experiences, and personal growth you never thought possible. And perhaps, most importantly, you'll become more resilient. When you're less afraid of setbacks, you'll be able to bounce back from life's inevitable curveballs with greater ease and grace. However, bear in mind that overcoming loss aversion isn't about throwing caution to the wind and making reckless decisions. It's about finding an optimal balance between playing it safe and taking calculated risks. Sometimes, the greatest rewards come from stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Now, as you embark on this journey of conquering loss aversion, think of it as learning a new skill, like playing an instrument or mastering a sport. It undoubtedly requires practice, patience, and a willingness to learn from your mistakes. Along the way, remember to keep a journal documenting your experiences and the insights you gain. This will not only serve as a record of your progress, but also provide a valuable resource to reflect on and learn from as you continue to grow. See, loss aversion is a natural part of being human, but it doesn't have to pull your strings. By understanding its influence and putting in the effort to manage it, you can unlock a life of greater freedom, fulfillment, and opportunity. So, go out there and take that chance, chase that dream, and embrace the exciting possibilities that await you. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Balanced Flux podcast. A new episode drops every Sunday at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. You can also listen to the podcast and extend your support through the website at balancedflux.com. This podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. Kindly seek the appropriate care and treatment from licensed professionals. Do join the community on social channels and send your messages there or via email. Either way, if this podcast sparks some form of inspiration, I'd be more than glad to hear from you. Thank you for sharing your time and mind space. Your presence and engagement truly make this journey even more fulfilling and rewarding. I'm Tenny McLeod, signing off for now, and until the next time, stay safe, best wishes, and keep striving to achieve your balanced flux.